Welcome to Becoming Astrology. I'm your host and astrologer, Heather Reeves. In our 5th episode, we will discuss the astrology for the week of July 3rd to July 9th of 2023. We start the week off with the full moon in Capricorn, bringing light to our ambitions. The nodes of fate hit 0 degrees of Taurus and Scorpio, starting the final countdown of the last 18 months. We have a slow-moving finger of God, bringing fated events of creativity and transformation to our big dream. With all of that in mind, let's splash into the week. So first up, bright and early on Monday morning, we have the Capricorn full moon. So when we think about the moon, we are thinking about nurturing in our emotions. When we think about a full moon, we are looking at the full light and culmination of the themes at play. And when we think about Capricorn, we think about achievement, being very grounded, being rock solid, always being prepared. It's a sign that is very serious and frugal. However, it's also very resilient. They are critical of themselves and others because they are constantly in a state of preparing. They are also very patient, though, to see through what they desire. So, on this full moon, you can expect these themes to be present, and I am curious about what have you been working on that you've been trying to achieve? How have you been trying to be more rock solid in your own life? And what have you been serious about? Because that's going to be up for illumination on Monday, July 3rd. So that could be something that has occurred over the last 2 weeks or over the last 18 months. When we are looking at this slide, the lunar phase family of Capricorn, we're considering the fact that lunar phase families give us about 27 months to see an intention set at the new moon come to fruition at the last quarter moon. So the new moon in Capricorn happened on January 2nd, 2022. The first quarter happened October 3rd, 2022. We're now at the full moon culmination point of what seeds were planted in early January 2022. And then 9 months from now, we'll have the last quarter moon on April 2nd, 2024, where we will be reaping the harvest and enjoying the fruits of the labor for the intention that was set on the new moon. Next up on Tuesday, July 4th, Happy Independence Day, America! We have the moon in Capricorn sextile Neptune in Pisces. So the themes we're looking at are nurturing and caring, dreams and confusion, and then our characters are the goat, who is hardworking and achievement-oriented, and the fish, who is compassionate and intuitive. The sextile is a positive working aspect, so that's what this purple line is right here. When we think about Capricorn, again, it's that very rock solid energy, very grounded, very practical, achievement oriented. And then when we're looking at Pisces, we're thinking more about our intuition and our deep psyche, and Neptune represents the dreams. So hopefully over the last few days while the moon has been in Capricorn, you've been feeling more solid and goal oriented. These feelings are an opportunity to make practical and intuitive strides towards achieving your dream. So this is a day to take action. Don't sit idle. Take action on your dream. Also on Tuesday, July 4th, we have the moon conjunct Pluto in Capricorn, and that's represented here by this red dot. So we're looking at the themes of nurturing and caring, transformation through pressure. The character is the goat, who's hardworking and achievement-oriented, and the conjunction is a profound influence of the planets on one another. So we again are looking at Pluto and Capricorn since 2008. Now, a lot of us have had major life changes since 2008. We have been put through pressure, to achieve transformation. I know my life looks a lot different than it did back in 2008, even though I'm in the same town. My life just looks completely different. So think about the pressures that have been presented in your life since 2008. What emotional integration do you need to complete to release or transform the story? So when Pluto went into Capricorn, it was really difficult for a lot of us, and the stories that came up at that time really defined how we felt about the world, the community, ourselves, and this is an opportunity to reflect on that differently and see how you have changed. I really like this aspect, and one of the ways that I've been working with it has been doing EMDR therapy, and I personally have seen major transformations about my interpretation of the pressures I went through since 2008 until now based on this transit. On Wednesday, we have the moon in Aquarius square Jupiter in Taurus. So we're looking at the themes of nurturing and caring, luck and expansion. Aquarius is the water bearer who represents innovation and community. And we're looking at Taurus, the bull, who is hardworking and loves the luxurious parts of life. The square is encouraging you to make a decision that helps you turn a corner. This also goes back to the dream that you set about 6 weeks ago when Jupiter and the North Node were conjunct. So hopefully you've been working on that dream. You can go back and look at other videos and my history to get more information on that. But the moon wants to know, how will your dream in action serve the community at large? What is one thing your dream building can do for others right? On Thursday, we have Mars in Leo quincunx Neptune in Pisces. So I want you to remember this slide because we are going to come back to this conversation. But this single transit looks like the themes of action and war, dreams, intuition, and confusion, the lion who is courageous and playful, and the fish who is compassionate and intuitive. The quincunx represents potential that is difficult to realize. So sometimes you can look at somebody else and say, oh man, I see this bright light inside of them, but they can't see it. That's kind of what this is like. There's a light inside you that is difficult to see. So this transit is going to encourage you to work with that. So, are you feeling cloudy or confused about how to take action on your dream? This dream goes back to the dream that was set in April of 2022 when Jupiter and Neptune met up in Pisces. That was a big dream opportunity. If you didn't set a dream back then, that's okay. Maybe go back and look at some notes or some journal entries that you might have had. And if not, that's okay. You know, we all have dreams that are constantly evolving, but this would be a much longer term dream, like 13 years. Are you feeling cloudy or confused about how to take action on your dream? Allow time for your intuition to guide you courageously so that you can take action. You may not take any other action other than just allowing yourself to dip into your intuition, okay? And again, we're going to come back to this, so keep it in mind. On Friday, we have Mercury in Cancer sextile Uranus and Taurus. We are looking at communication and intelligence, as well as unexpected change. Our characters are the fish, who is compassionate and intuitive, and the crab, who is protective and caring. The sextile is a positive working energy, so be sure to take action on this one. Mercury represents the news, so you may actually receive unexpected news that changes your plans or how you intend to communicate. Step back before you act, and what impact does this change have? From there, you can take action to communicate with care and love. Also on Friday, I am really excited about this one. This isn't necessarily a transit, however, it is the nodes hitting the last degree of Taurus before they shift into Aries and Libra. So most of the planets move in a counterclockwise position around the zodiac, except for the North Node and the South Node. They move clockwise almost at all times. So we are considering what's happened in the last 18 months, because that's about how long it takes for the nodes to go through a sign, is 18 months. And what we have realized about the destiny that we're fulfilling in a very grounded and practical way, and what we've learned about the skills that we brought into this life that have helped us transform and experience our own magic. We're also looking at the bull, who is hardworking and luxurious, and the scorpion, who represents magic and the darkest depths. With this in mind, we have 11 more days to integrate what we've learned in the last 18 months and release what we do not want to carry forward into our future and our partnerships. The reason why I say we're releasing is because we have the South Node in Scorpio, and Scorpio is really good at releasing what is no longer needed. And we bring skills into this life that can help us pursue our destiny. However, if we stay stuck in those skills, then we will not pursue our destiny, and life feels easy, but it ends up being tricky, okay? So some of those skills you may need to release and not carry forward with you. And then when we're looking at the bull with the North Node, we are looking at what is here and what is now, what is in the material realm, and what are we manifesting? What seeds have we planted, and how are we growing them with integrity? The bull does the same thing day in, day out, so that they can get the same results that they are looking for year after year. This is our destiny as a collective over the last 18 months. So, how do you work with this? Think about what you have been bringing into your life over the last 18 months, and how has it served you in a practical way? How have you served that destiny in a practical way? And then what are you releasing? So this is a great energy to clean out drawers, to clean out cabinets. I know for me, I've been trying to clean out things from my house. I still have the underneath part of my stairs and a couple closets to go through. But my intention is to go through those and release what I no longer need. And then I'm also working really hard on this dream of having this astrology YouTube channel and Instagram profile. And I'm going to use these days to work with some folks to get feedback and information about how to make this better, so that when the nodes shift, I can make sure I have the appropriate partnerships that I'm going to take action with, because that's what we're going to look at when we have the nodes in Aries and Libra. Okay, I realize that's probably very long-winded and a bit more technical, but I just want you to know you have 11 days left to integrate what you've learned, take final action steps in that Taurus area of your chart, and then also release what you do not want to carry forward into your future partnerships. All right, on Saturday, July 8th, we have Mercury in Cancer semi-sextile Venus in Leo. That's this yellow line right here. We have Mercury and Venus, and then the semi-sextile. So we're looking at communication and intelligence, love and values, the crab who is protective and caring, and the lion who is courageous and playful. And we are being invited to adjust to reach our full potential. So, Mercury in Cancer is much more compassionate and caring in how it communicates, but it also holds back what it really wants to say. And then Venus in Leo is very playful. She's feeling very bright and courageous. She's going to be here until October. So she's a pretty happy girl right now. So I want you to think about, what words have you been holding back that express your passion and love boldly? Your words are kind and compassionate and caring now. Go ahead and speak your heart's truth so that you can reach your full potential. So on Sunday, we have Mars in Leo quincunx Pluto in Capricorn. So we're going to come back to this in just a second, and we're going to bring back in what was said on Thursday too. But again, we have another quincunx here with Pluto and Capricorn. We're looking at action and war, transformation through pressure, the lion who is courageous and playful, and the goat who is hardworking and achievement-oriented. Quincunxes are that potential that is difficult to realize. So think about how you allowed your intuition to guide you on Thursday. Today, you're going to be invited to transform by taking heart-centered action if you dare to see past the clouds. The reason why I say if you dare to see past the clouds is because on Thursday, Mars was in that quincunx with Neptune. So let's bring it all together here on this next slide. What we are looking at is a finger of God, also a finger of Yod, and these are fated events. These are aspects that happen that clear the gunk out of the way so that the next chapter can be brought in. Sometimes they're really positive, sometimes they're not positive, sometimes they're both. But we're going to look at how can you work with this energy effectively in your life so you are following your dream. So we are looking at Mars here in Leo, Neptune and the moon in Pisces. So the moon is with Neptune and Pisces on Sunday, but we also had the moon over here conjunct Pluto earlier this week. So I've put another moon right here. And then we have a sextile between Neptune and the moon. So we're looking at 2 quincunxes, 2 conjunctions, and 1 sextile. So this is pretty technical. Hang with me because we're going to be technical and then we're going to bring it back down to earth. So when we look at quincunxes, they are potential that is difficult to realize. The sextile is a positive working aspect, and the conjunctions are profound influences. I like this quote by Tracy Marks because I can't put it any better about what a finger of God is. And so Mars is the intermediary that can tap into the dynamic creative energy and the fortunate opportunity given by the sextile to bring forth a new form of being. Okay, what does that mean? So we have Neptune here at 27 Pisces, referring back to the dream that was set in April of 2022 between Jupiter and Neptune. We have Mars, very happy here in Leo, taking lots of heart-centered action. We have Pluto back in Capricorn, looking at his achievements and reconciling what has occurred since 2008. He is pressure or transformation through pressure. So, what heart-centered action of deep transformation can you take to realize your dreams with the emotional and nurturing support that you are receiving from the universe. So be sure to keep your dream in mind. Keep in mind the transformation that you've had through pressure since 2008 and how shiny of a diamond you are now compared to then, and then the heart-centered action that you want to take. That is how you can work with this energy in a positive way. All right. Also on Sunday, we have Mercury in Cancer, trine Neptune and Pisces. So we have a challenging aspect, but also a really positive one. We're looking at communication and intelligence, dreams and confusion, the crab who is protective and caring, and the fish who is compassionate and intuitive. And the trine is a positive flowing energy. I'm really excited about this one because July 9th is actually my dad's birthday, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to be together. So on this day, your words are going to flow with kindness and compassion today. It is a great day to journal, listen to music or poetry that brings back good memories for you, and speak with compassion about your dream with the people that you love the most in the world. I think that this is going to be a great day to be with family and to communicate with family, but just remember that it's a really powerful day for your words to be filled with kindness and caring. Thank you so much for tuning into Becoming Astrology and for sharing the astrology this week with me. Tell me in the comments below where these transits are hitting your chart and what is the big dream you're working on. I appreciate all the time you take to like, subscribe, and share this video with your astrology friends and family. If you'd like to be notified when next week's video posts, hit that notification bell and be the first to know. Many blessings to you this week as you transform on your astrological journey to who you are truly becoming.